Hey guys, welcome to Canine Co-Pilots. This is your first lesson video for our little friend Gertie. First and foremost, before we get too far into this new stuff, I want to give you a quick update on how she's doing on potty training, which is fantastic. I have had zero messes since she got here. We've been utilizing the crate and utilizing the bell. That's going really, really well. We'll talk more about that in person, but I just wanted to give that to you first. As we move forward, there's going to be a theme behind the training here with Gertie, and I want to make sure that everyone is consistent in that training. So what I'm talking about is the use of our tools. And what are tools, right? The tools we have available to us in training are our food, our voice, our leash, our hands, and our praise, which is our voice. You get the gist, right? So when we're teaching Gertie to do new things, we're going to need to utilize those tools to help Gertie understand what we're talking about. At this point in training, it's really more conditioning her to understand certain things than it is actually teaching her or expecting anything out of her. You guys have a couple kids, so you understand when they're babies, they're just learning by watching, right? They're just watching us. They're learning things. They don't know what words mean. We have to teach them that. So as trainers and as handlers and as the owners, hi baby, yes, of Gertie, we need to make sure that we're all on the same page so we can teach her what these tools actually mean, okay? So the first thing I want to talk about is our voice, right? Yes, you heard me just a second ago say yes, and I just did it again. Yes is our marker word. Yes. Our marker word is a noise or sound or word that associates a good thing. Okay, so like right here, she came up to me and sat instead of jumping. I'm gonna mark that, yes, and reward it with some food to make sure that she understands, yes, the difference in sitting and jumping. Right there, you saw a perfect example of marker training, both positive and negative. My positive, yes, means that's the right thing, and my means that's not the right thing. So when she jumped, I did not interact with her or engage with her at all. I took my hands away and was like, don't do that. And when she sat back down, I engaged with her. Yes, super dog. What I'm doing is I'm showing her by comparison what the better choice is. Withholding engagement or withholding praise or reward is a little bit of pressure to her because she would prefer if I just gave her the cookie and talked to her, right? Yes. And what I'm doing is I'm showing her that the only way she's gonna get what she wants is to do what I want. And at this time, she's offering that on her own. I'm not commanding that. That's really important. In certain normal behaviors such as jumping, we don't want to say no jump or get off or any of this stuff, because in doing that, we're giving her actually what she wants by jumping, which is interaction from us. Another thing you can do in that moment would be to use your leash. Right now, I don't want to do that too much because we're just learning new things. But you could give her a little bump on the leash if you're walking her and she tries to jump on a friend or something. You'd be like, and pair that negative marker with a little leash bump. That makes it, yes, very clear to her that you didn't like that behavior. You guys have a couple kids, and I think this would be a really good exercise for them to learn, is that if she's jumping, yes, do not make any kind of interaction. Do not. You can say, maybe put up a knee. I don't want you to kick her. Just put a knee up so you nudge her off of you. And when she sits, you can say yes and either pet her or give her food. That brings us to our other tool, which is our hands, right? Pets are very valuable to puppies. So if we pet them while they're jumping, or we pet them, yes, while they're being bad, they're gonna do that more and more. In some situations, I don't know about Gertie, but in some situations, petting is more valuable to a puppy even than food. Wow. I am not going to do that. And we're going to wait till she stops and offer something else. Let's see. Yes, good girl. And right there again, my praise can be used as a tool to reward or also make pressure. I can say negative things like or I can withhold all interaction. Yes, which would also make a pressure and make it not so fun to do those things. I'm just going to kind of start working her now. I've talked a lot about those things and show you as I'm going the use of my tools in an appropriate way. As we're teaching a puppy like this, especially one that's so smart, I want to make sure that everyone is consistent in the way, in the way that we're doing it, okay? So just kind of watch as I go, pay attention to those marker words. That yes marker is going to be really, really important as we move forward, and that will follow her through her whole life. That marker is also important. I don't want to add any pressure ever. I don't want to add any leash bumps or physical pressure or anything like that to our commands, okay? I don't want to taint those things. I want those commands to be really valuable things for her to do and really fun all the time. I don't ever want her to feel bad about sitting or laying down, if that makes sense. So if she's doing the wrong thing and I have to make some guidance, I will pair my little leash bumps or my help with an and I'll never pair it with my commands. Something you'll notice too, this is just a side note, I'm not actually gonna command her to do anything today. I'm gonna use my food, my other tool, my pocket full of snacks, as a lure or a little like guidance tool to help her perform or do different things. Yes, very good. And then I'll name that thing that she's doing, say yes, sit, or yes, down, or yes, go place, and actually make her feel really smart because she did it before I asked. Yes, sit. Good, just like that. Cool, guys. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, enjoy the video. Very nice. Gertie, yes. Good girl, good girl. Gertie, yes. So this first exercise I'm doing is called the name game. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to associate a positive feeling to giving me attention or looking at me when I say her name. One big mistake people make with puppies is they use their name as a punishment. I don't want that. I don't want her to feel sad when she feels her name. I want her to want to come to me. So I'm gonna let her get distracted. I'm gonna call her name. When she kind of looks at me or starts coming my way, I'll mark it with yes and reward it. You have to stop looking at me, Gertie. Go ahead. Gertie, yes! Good girl. This is a great exercise to keep conditioning that yes word too, because it just adds like a fun movement value to it. Super dog. Get away from me. Go away. Gertie, yes! Good girl. Super. Notice I'm not saying the word come yet. I'm not giving her a command yet. As she starts doing this consistently, and I know I can back it up, then I'll put the word on it. Gertie, yes! Good girl. Wow. That's so smart. Come here, Jules. Ready? Come here. Yes, sit. Okay, good girl. Oh, that's another tip right there. Okay is our release word. Okay tells her she's free to move or disengage. I forgot to mention that earlier. Yes, sit. Good girl. Okay. And right now I'm saying it automatically because she doesn't have like a sit stay. We're just learning. Super. Sit. Yes. Good girl. Okay. The okay tells the dog that the exercise is over and they're free to move. In the future, if she gets up on her own, sit. Yes. We're actually going to help her go back to that location until we say okay. Ready? Let's do some more fun things. You ready? What's this over here? Yes, place. Yes, place. Wow. Okay. Good job. Come here. Where are you going? Oh my goodness. Come here. That's a good girl. Place. Yes. Good place. Wow. Yes. Place. Good girl. Place. Yes. Wow. Okay. Good girl. Good girl. Let's do it again. Gertie. Place. Yes. Wow. That's a good place. Yes, place. Wow, you're so smart. Yes, place. Good girl. Okay. Good girl. Good girl, super dog. Hey. Down. Yes. Good dog down. Okay. Good girl. You ready? Down. Oh, I said it too soon. Darn. Yes, down. Good girl. Good girl. You're so smart. You can do it. I know. Yes, down. Yes, down. Good girl. Okay. Wow. I know. Being immobile is hard, especially when you're so cute and fluffy. Down. Yes. Good. Down, buddy. Okay. Wow. Yes, down. Good girl. Okay, good job. Good job, buddy. Good girl. Let's do another place. You ready? You ready? Okay. Place. Yes, place. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, yes. Nice, Gertie. Good girl. Yes. Good dog. Okay. Good girl. Down. Yes. Good down. Okay. Good job. Good job. Awesome, guys. I'm going to call that a day. We had a lot of success there. She did a lot of cool things. She feels good about herself. So we're going to let her think about it and get her out in a little while. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, we'll see you soon.